Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. So let me introduce myself. My name is Syarul Aziz. I'm from class 007. I'm here to will presentation about the meaning and cognitive in semantic. So the first slide, we will presentation about the role of categorization in cognitive. In this slide, there is 3 points. The first, cognitive processing. Categorization is a fundamental mental act that involves recognizing, comparing, and storing information. It plays a crucial role in how the mind processes and organizes information, influencing our understanding of the world around us. The second is language expression. Categorization is closely linked to language as it is a key component in expressing mental content and revealing the organization of the human mind. Understanding how we categorize things provide insight into the cognitive process underlying language and thought. The last point is mental classification. The act of categorization extends beyond simple classification. It involves the identification of similarities and differences, contributing to our cognitive understanding of the world. The next slide is prototype theory. In prototype theory, there is 3 points. The first point is the traditional model of categorization. Traditionally, categorization was based on necessary and sufficient conditions, but prototype theory introduced a new perspective by defining categories based on prototypes, the most typical example of a category. The second point is fuzzy boundaries. Prototype theory challenges the idea of clear category boundaries, suggesting that categories have fuzzy boundaries and graded membership, allowing items to be more or less prototypical. The last point in prototype theory is challenges to traditional view. Prototype theory challenges the traditional view of categorization, leading to a critical examination of its assumption and implication. So the next slide is critiquing prototype theory. In this slide, there is 3 points. The first point is assumption of prototype theory. Prototype theory assumption, including fuzzy categories, boundaries, and gradual membership, are critically examined from a semantic point of view. The second point is reference point for organization. The role of prototype as reference point for category membership and the abandonment of necessary conditions are questioned, leading to a critical evaluation of prototype theory claims. The last point is character challenges to prototype theory. The discussion addresses a number of basic questions and point out issues that present challenges to prototype theory, highlighting the need for alternative explanation. The next slide is semantic knowledge. The passage illustrates the necessity of distinguishing between personal knowledge and the knowledge that defines the category for the community we are a member of. For example, everyone us know several things about Apple. Some what we know is personal knowledge. How the particular apple we ate tastes, which role which sort of apple play in our personal diet, where we can buy apple in our neighborhood. Only part of our knowledge is common property of the cultural community we belong to. Let us call this knowledge cultural knowledge as opposite to our personal knowledge. Cultural knowledge define what can be called cultural categories, the categories which are tacitly accepted by the community as an identity. The next slide of hierarchical organization of category. In this slide there is 3 points. The first point is basic level categories. The basic level of categorization present a medium level of generality preferred in thinking and communicating, influencing the way categories are organized and perceived. The second point is preferred categories. Basic level categories are those that are most commonly used and preferred in cognitive processing, reflecting the way humans perceive and interact with the world. The last point is role in communication. The basic level categories play a privileged role in communication, influencing the term use and the fundamental roles of communication. The next slide is semantic categories and meaning. In semantic categories and meaning, there is 3 points. The first point is cognitive approach to semantic. The cognitive approach to semantic focuses on categorization and the role of prototypes, providing insight into how meaning is processed and understood in cognitive psychology. The second is role of prototype. Prototypes play a crucial role in default reasoning and cognitive processing, influencing the way individuals categorize and understand the world around them. The last point in this slide, application for communication. The cognitive approach to semantic has implications for communication, shaping the way individuals use language and understand the meaning of words. The next explanation about future direction in cognitive semantic. Advancement in cognitive semantic. Ongoing research in cognitive semantic continue to explore the intersection of cognitive science and semantic, offering new perspective on categorization, prototype, and the organization of semantic categories. Implication for cognitive psychology. The insight from cognitive semantic have implications for cognitive psychology, shaping our understanding of how the mind processes information, categories concepts, and assign meaning to words. The last is application in language processing. The findings from cognitive semantic have practical application in language processing, influencing how we understand and interpret the meaning of words in various contexts. So I think that's all, guys, about presentation meaning and cognitive in semantic. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.